you. All right, so, again, what is noodling like? By the way, I'm videotaping Kenny telling us about noodling. You know what noodling is, right?
No, what else?
So tell her, this is my niece, Gabrielle.
Hello.
What is noodling?
Okay, Gabby, noodling is where you go out to a body of water, either a river or a lake, and you catch a catfish with your hands. Okay. And when I was at Lake of the Ozarks for 5 or 6 years, captain of our softball team the last 2 years I was there was a big noodle guy. But he was only like 5'7", 5'8", 190, 200 pounds. So he's kind of roly-poly dude. But he was strong. But down there, they walked the boat ramps, which is just flat concrete, so you can back your boat into the lake. You walk around the perimeter of those ramps. There's got to be 10,000 of them. But catfish will dig out the side, get a little hole underneath that concrete, and that's where they have their, babies or whatever.
Okay.
So the dad catfish is the one that stays on the nest, and the moms, they're gone. Okay. So when you walk these, take a metal pole that's about 3 foot long, it's got a hook on the end. You walk that edge with your feet. You come to an opening where it's like, dude, the dirt and the sand's gone. It's just, the concrete, and then there's this hole. All right, that's what we're looking for. Take that gaff, stick it in that hole, and see if you can't feel something. Yeah. And I mean, I've heard these stories for years, And I've heard stories of guys getting their thumbs chewed off, thought they were grabbing a catfish.
Snapping turtle, right?
It's either a snapping turtle or it's a beaver or it's, it's something other than a fish. So I don't take no chances, okay? I play for real. So, I had on these heavy-duty electrician gloves, dude. Man,
Okay.
you could have brought 15 snapping to dude. They ain't taking off my finger.
Dude, that's cheating. That's cheating.
If I could have got chain mail, like from the 17th century, like armor, that's what I'd have been wearing. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't spending over no $20. I spent $20 to save my thumbs. Okay, that's it. So we find a hole. My very first one, and Dave, Crazy's oldest son. Kenny, come on, man, we got it.
Wait. Just for the people listening, Crazy was your ex-girlfriend, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And her name was?
Janet.
Okay.
So me and Dave and a couple other guys are on the lake at Lake of the Ozarks. Okay, now it's illegal, but I think now they've adjusted the law so I know in Oklahoma and Texas you can do this, but in Missouri at that time you couldn't do this. So we're out there, and I get to the hole, and I put my gloves on, and he goes, okay, how you gonna stick your hand in the hole? And I'm like, I'm gonna just stick my hand in the hole like that, or like this, No, dude, you gotta turn your hand over. It's gotta be like this. And I'm like, why is that, dude? What's gonna happen is you stick your hand down in that hole, and that fish protecting its bed is gonna come up and bite you. And I'm like, so do what? So I was like, what?
Wait.
What'd you say? You said what? It comes up and bites you. Okay, that's what you want it to be. So now you just bite it, okay? And you curl your fingers on his bottom jaw. And then you take your other hand, you find your hand down there because it's dark. You can't see this. You're just going by feel. And you find your hand, and then you slide your hand along the side of his head till you come to his gills. When you get to his gills, you lock your fingers into his gills. Now you got him. Okay, he's yours, So you just pull him out the hole. And I'm like, dude, I got that fish, dude. And he's like, all right, dude, pull it out. Like, that's it. You gotta pull it out, dude. So pulling it out, coming up through the water. Okay, they forgot to tell me the part about when you break the plane of the water. Fish have an internal bladder, something. So that fish knew when it was out of the damn water, dude. He started bucking like a wild bronco, dude. I'm like, this is the bam, tail's like, boom, trying to hit me in the face, but it was a 20-pound catfish. I'm holding on to it like this, Dave's like, take it to the bank. And I'm like, what? Take it to the bank. I'm like, what? Take it to the bank. And I'm like, did he say bank? What's he talking about? Take it to the shore. I'm like, oh, okay, dude, I got you. Dude. Damn it, gonna walk to the shore, throw this dang fish up on the hill, and some lady comes out the back door someplace. Hey, what are you boys out there doing? You know, and Dave's like, okay, it's done. You know, so we kind of skedaddled so quickly that left my damn fish
You
on
left
that
the
bank,
fish
dude.
on
I was
the
like,
bank.
Dude, let's go back. I gotta go back and get my fish, dude. No, dude, we're gonna let that one go. This is my first fish, dude. Damn it.
First time noodling.
Right. But he was worried about somebody reading his license plates, you know. Dude, them guys were out here doing that noodling illegally. You know? But yeah, it was fun. But scary
That's
as all
cool.
hell.
I feel like I want to do that at least once in my life. I feel like I want to catch a fish like that. And I'm going to wear gloves.
I would. But these guys, they all do it barehanded. I mean, there's no
Too
real
crazy.
teeth. But if you do this long enough, and if you ever came up against a big one, okay, mine was 20 pounds. They catch 50, 60, 75, 100-pound ones. But if you had a 125-pound one or 150-pound one, I could literally come up your arm.
And mess up like your elbow?
Well, it's over 100 pounds.
So these.
Okay, so
Okay, yeah, you're right.
it could literally pull you into the water and take off. Okay.
I'd be like, how big is it? If it's like 100-pound fish, because I'd be like, I'm like
All right, let me tell
100
you,
and some.
a 50-pound catfish.
Let me see, like, let's see this.
You hold it, and it touches the ground, so it's 3 foot long, 3-4 foot. Okay, that's 50 pounds. A 100-pound one, you'd have to hold like this,
It's
and
fat.
its tail is still on the ground. Okay, and it's 100 pounds. Okay, like that. There's stories. This leaker was a appraiser. Okay, and he would go to the library and find books on, you know, early Franklin County, early Washington County, little counties south of Missouri, St. Louis in Missouri. There's actually accounts of like original German guys that came over, you know, to start farming. I caught this fish down at the river, but we couldn't. We pulled it as close to the bank as we could. We tied it off on a tree. Damn thing was 8 foot long. We didn't have nothing big enough to pull it out or carry it, you know, so I had to walk to my neighbors, go get the buckboard, a wagon, you know.
Okay.
They pulled that fish out, and like 2-3 feet was hanging off the back of a 6-foot buckboard. Okay,
That's
so that's like a
crazy.
9-foot pound, you know, that's a 200-pound catfish, dude. Which I've heard other stories from like welder guys down at Lake of the Ozarks. Now, you talk about doing something crazy. These guys go down 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, and weld on the bottom of that dam, okay? Like there's steel things they have to fix, like the things that open and close. And they set their lantern right here. Now you can only see like a foot or so. You know, it's black, dude. It's like working in outer space, but you're in water. Okay, so you got that heavy duty, you know, from the turn of the century, where the guy's got the big copper thing, you know, and it's the lead boots. You know, and the guy looks like Frankenstein. And you're down there, because you're welding, it's electricity. So it's all that water around you is vibrating. We knew this guy who was telling us this particular story, and he was a crazy son. I mean, that dude was nuts. But when he tells this story, he's like, dude, I was down there welding, and my lantern started to move away. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell? I thought you set it on a boulder. Yeah, I thought it was a boulder. Like, what?
No way.
Dude, that was a fish the size of a boulder. And the fish decided to
Move. So it's taking the lantern with them.
and I'm like, dude, I'd have come up them 300 feet of that water, dude. So damn fast. You can't, dude. If you come up too fast, dude, you get the bends. You know, it messes your body up. You know, you'd be dead. You know, and I'm like, that's why I don't do that, dude.
Right? I don't even do that stuff. I don't even know.
But then he told us another story about welding in barges. And that was even scarier. Because if you get a cut or anything along your clothing or with your equipment, you're in water. You know, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm standing in 4 foot of water. I got to weld a patch on the side of a barge, inside the barge. And he's like, it's an eerie feeling because you're, and that water's just vibrating. And I'm like, dude, you know, what if you have a bad day and you got a cut, you know, pulling that hose across something, or you know, climbing into the dang thing and you get toast.
You still have time for bad days, you know?
Yeah, dude, you know, so